All right, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and Ba'Shem Yahushai, and Ba'Shem Rekah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches the word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to touch on pretty much doing a lesson on the Lord's Armory, which we know is talking about the nuclear missiles, man. You know, that's part of the Lord's army because we know Yahweh Shem Shai tells you that he's the Lord of hosts. And you go into that word host, it means armies. And that's on all levels because the heaven's host, the angels, that's the army of the Lord. You know, the Israelites, we tell you in Ezekiel 37, they seat in great army. We are the army of the Lord. But also every other these other nations, their army, they are the army of the Lord. You know? And what is the ultimate weapon for these different armies throughout the planet Earth? The missiles. And that's an army within itself, man. You know, because we understand that it's going to be by the way of World War III that this place is going to be taken out in a violent manner, man. You know, matter of fact, let's start off with this in Isaiah the ninth chapter, Isaiah 9 in verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." And yeah, see that's the old the ancient way of fighting wars, you know, by the way of, you know, swords, you know, clashing and hitting shields. You might hear bones getting hacked. That was the confused noise. You got the men, you know, the war cries, you know. That's the confused noise. And it's saying garments rolled in blood because that was an up close and personal type thing, man. But it says, but, see, but meaning what? This is going to be a whole different way war is going to be played out. It said, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See? And we seen that, you know, as time went on, you know, when they was, like you said, they had the swords and shield. Then it got to the point where, you know, these devils, because it was really these devils that really revolutionized how war was going to be played out. You know, they upgraded to the musket gun, you know. Then they had the Gatling gun. Then you have World War I when, you know, they brought out the, you know, they got these different tanks and these airplanes and fighter jets. You know, they had dog fights, and now you got these automatic weapons, and you know, all the way up to now. I mean, you know, World War II, what ended World War II was that those two atom bombs. But this war, but it said, but this war right here is gonna be a burning fuel of fire. Meaning what? It's gonna be nuclear missiles, man. Because everyone got the button now, man. You know, and this is not gonna happen 50 years down the line. This is actually gonna happen in our time, man. Matter of fact, let's get some real quick because this is the sense of urgency that we you gotta have. You know, is that the things that we're speaking about? Guess what is happening in this time, man? You know, this is this is I'm trying to see which one. So like Ezekiel 12. Matter of fact, I get the one in 25. It says no, I get the one in 20 start at 27. It says, "Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off." And yeah, and just like the prophets of old, you know, they prophesied things that was going to happen in this time, man. You know, the things that they were the message they brought forth. You know, certain things it did come to pass during that day time, but ultimately the time everything really point towards Babylon the Great, man. That's when this book was really meant to be read in this time period. You know, that's when it was really meant to be read, man. You know, but they said that he prophesied all the times of far, meaning what ain't nothing gonna happen until 50 or 60 years down the line. Cause Jake really think that they got time on their hand, man, here in America, man. You know, it says, "Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord of power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore. But the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power. See? So the Lord said, say unto them that my word shall not be prolonged anymore. Meaning what? That's why we say it's going to happen in this lifetime. You know, Yahushua said this generation shall not pass to all things be fulfilled. Meaning what? When once again in this period that we in, when we reincarnated, you know, that generation when Yahushua was on the earth, man, that generation is here now, and this is what everything is going to come to its fulfillment, man. You know, and one of those things is World War III, man. You know, this that's a major part of prophecy, man. Because after the chip, look for the discretion, man. Cause that's gonna be the icing on the cake, so to speak, man. But it said the words which I have spoken shall be done. So we speaking the words once again, coming out and speaking the words of Yahweh Shem outside, and this is the time where we're going to see that, man. You know, we're going to see Babylon get destroyed by the way of the the fire from the chariots and those missiles, man. Because this is the very same thing that brought this place in power. This is gonna be the very same thing that take him out of power, you know. So this is Revelation 18, and I start at 20. It said, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her." See, and guess what? And they wasn't just. It wasn't like they didn't. They wasn't anticipating the Lord avenging us on Babylon. This is what we anticipating. This is it's not like, oh Lord, the Lord destroyed America. You know, no, that's why they were rejoicing. Why? Because we this was what we looking for, man. You know, they tell you that many prophets and righteous men desire to see those things which you see, and we here, man. We in that time period with all these words that's written in this book. You see it in your face now, man. You know, it says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So it said, with violence shall this place be thrown down. And how's that feat gonna be accomplished? By the way of the missiles, man. So matter of fact, let's get this in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. Jeremiah 50. And bear with me. This Jeremiah 50 and 25. It says, the Lord have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. And what's that? Let's talk about the missiles, man. It says, for this is the work of the Lord of hosts. See, that host again, which that goes into armies. It says, for this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. And what's that talking about? That's talking about here in America, man. You know? So what's the weapons of his indignation? The missiles, man. Matter of fact, is that I think that's is that Isaiah 13? Let's see. Yep, this Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. See, so they let you know it's not like they coming on ships or they walking on land. You know, it says from the end of heaven, meaning what? This is gonna be an aerial attack, man. You know, because Lord said He's coming. Tell you that in Jeremiah 4:19 that the Lord He's gonna come as the eagle. He's gonna be over these devils, man. You know, and that's how these missiles gonna come in an area, because this is how this devil was able to take these resources and you know bully the planet Earth by the way of him doing these aerial tests, these different airstrikes. That's why he's known as the eagle, man. But the Lord said the scripture said the Lord's gonna come back as the eagle, man. You know, but as you can see, this is an aerial attack. So it said they come from a far country, even from the end of heaven. So that's why it's called ICBMs, man. It says even the Lord in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. See, so it said even the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is gonna be within those missiles, man. Guiding those missiles, man. You know, it's a certain spot where these missiles gonna hit. It was an old video clip that came out where Putin was showing his simulation of how his the new missiles they created, and then they did a simulation where they nuked Florida. It's not like that was a random thing. That's like one of the spots these devils gonna hit, man. You know, because that's one of them. That's one of those spots these devils gonna hit because that's Florida. They got a lot of things down there in Florida, man. It's different military hotspots throughout the U.S. that these devils have, man. You know, so that wasn't just no coincidence. They just simulated Florida getting hit, man. No, that's part of this devil. That's part of the those targets, man. But it said it's gonna destroy the whole land. So either way it goes, it's not just gonna be one piece of the U.S. getting destroyed, man. It's gonna be the whole land, man. And a big part of it is gonna be by the way of those missiles, man. You know, that's gonna be a big part of you know. So like that's gonna be a big part of that discretion is these missiles, man. Matter of fact, let's get this in Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49 and 21. It said, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So it said the earth is going to be moved at the noise of their fall. Meaning what? When those missiles hit ground zero, which that's gonna be that day is gonna be very loud, man. You know, it said the Earth is gonna be moved at the noise when these missiles hit ground zero. That's what's gonna make the planet Earth shake, man. You know, what can accomplish that? The missiles, man. If you ever delve into when they made the Tsar bomber, when Russia when they made that the world largest tested nuclear bomb. It actually it showed the Earth. People actually felt that shock wave. I mean, I believe it was. I know glasses was bursted within a 600-mile radius, man, and they felt that shock wave throughout the earth, man. So how much more when those 200 million missiles pelt the planet Earth, man, and mostly over here in America because this is the target of the Lord. No, I said violence. The whole land of Babylon is going to be destroyed by the way of these missiles, man. The arrows. Matter of fact, let's get that in Second Ezra 16 and 13. It said, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow; his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." See, so what literal arrow can do that? Ain't no literal arrows that can. A man don't have the strength, you know, to do that, man. This is talking about Yahweh Hashem Shai guiding these missiles, you know, throughout the planet Earth, man. Because it's like I said, mostly it's gonna be America gonna feel the brunt of the wrath of the Lord, man. But it's gonna be other parts of the world that's gonna get hit as well, man. Missiles gonna be shot back and forth throughout the planet Earth, man. You know, that's the Lord's that's his army, man. And everything got a purpose, man. You know, you don't just make something to look at it, man. Everything got its purpose. It's not like we're gonna have missiles in a museum. These missiles are actually made to be used, man. You know, they're actually made to be used, and that's what's gonna happen, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in Joel 2. That's gonna Joel 2, and this is not talking about angels. This is actually talking about the missiles, man. This is Joel 2 and 2. It said, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, as a great people and a strong." See, That's not literal people. That's talking about the missiles, man. Because why I said great and a great people and a strong, because number one is gonna be a vast amount. It's 200 million missiles, man. Which is not the not because people like to count what propels the warheads over here is really the warheads. That's where the 200 million come in there, man. Because when John said he seen those hailstones, that's pretty much the last stage of the missile, man. Well, it's just the warhead now doing the rest, man. That's the last stage. And those missiles, it carries at least the 10 to 12 warheads of missile, man. And we know that these devils, when they created the first bullet, they just didn't make 100 bullets. No, they did that on a mass. That's a mass production, type thing that they did. Same thing with these missiles, man. When it come down to weapons, this devil just don't make one of anything. He put it on a mass production, man, on the assembly line. You know, and and then you go back to that word armory. Matter of fact, I think I got that word armory. I got that word armory on deck. Matter of fact, because I think it goes into, let's see, I think it goes into like a clip or something. Let me see, armory. Yep, this is armory. It says treasure storehouse. See, because these missiles are being stored up for that certain day. But it said the Lord had opened it up. Now you seeing it's not like it's being put out to the side. No, it's being opened up. Why? Because it's finna be used. It says storehouse, treasure house, storehouse magazine. See, magazine of weapons, figuratively of God's armory. See, it said a magazine of weapons, man, and that's what these pretty much what it is, man. When you created a clip, you didn't make one clip either. You got a clip that whole 10, clip that whole 12, 30, whatever the case may be. But it's more is you got a clip, then it's the clip store the bullets, man. And that's how it is with these missiles, man. You got the missile itself to propel it over here. Then you got the 12 warheads, that's gonna be released at the last stage, man. You know, so that's why it's a great people, and then it's a strong. Why? Because guess what? Matter of fact, we're gonna see why it's a strong. It says there have not ever been the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. See, because you can't compare these type of missiles that they got now to when they dropped on them goose, man. See, what they got now is way worse, hundreds of times worse than what they did to them goose, man. You know. And it said, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Meaning what? Ain't gonna be no more missiles left. It's not like in the kingdom we create missiles just in case the Medes get stirred up. No, man. Meaning what? They're gonna do their job and that's it, man. You know? It says a fire devour before them, and behind them a flame burneth. See, the land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. And that's what's gonna happen, man. If you on the source of America when these missiles hit, you finished, man. Ain't no bunker or you even in a airplane or a helicopter is not gonna escape. You're not gonna escape um that destruction, man. That's why the reasonable thing you can think of is what we gotta actually be in a chariot, man, to get out this discretion, man. It said we're gonna be standing on a sea of glass, meaning what we're gonna be actually outside the ozone layer to escape this destruction, man. That's how bad it's gonna get, you know. And those missiles can do damage, man. That's why I said they have not ever been alike, man. I mean, what this is what cause the scripture said this man was given a great sword, this devil, man. You know, but who gave it to him? The Lord. Matter of fact, and I'm gonna end it off on this because it was the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah that put put on these devils, to make this weapon of mad discretion. This man, you want to talk about mad scientists? Look at Esau. This nigga actually made the missiles, man. But guess what? This is the very same. That's that snare that's laid in the ground. The very same thing you bullying the earth with is actually gonna overthrow you, man. So this is on Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. See, so this is pretty much all the workings of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord said He created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, which the modern day smith is the scientist now, man. You know, because you could have some nerd splitting atoms, smashing them together. Which I think that's what they do now. Back then they split the atom, but now they figured out they smashing together for a more powerful, you know, explosion, man. It was some nerd with glasses that did that in a lab coat, man. Instead of some guy, making M16s or some shit, man. That's the ultimate smith. These scientists, man. Which you go into like World War II, the Project Paperclip when Russia and the U.S. split up the German scientists, to get you know, the info on how to build these missiles, man. You know, it says I had created a smith that blow the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I may have created the waster to destroy. See, and what's that? That's talking about these missiles, man. You know, because that's gonna be the icing on the cake, man. When the Lord said He's bringing brimstone and fire and all, how that's gonna be accomplished by the way of the missiles, man. You know, and that's not a far fetched idea. Everybody know World War III is coming, man. They don't. People believe that it's gonna be 100 years down the line, whatever the case may be. No, man. We in that time where it's gonna happen. That's why I said we just read in Ezekiel. Not when the Lord speak the word, it's gonna be done in that same time period, in this same generation. It's not like it's gonna be another generation come up. Yeah, I mean everybody got the chip. Not no, man. It's coming in this time right here that we in, man. So yeah, I can might just hope to edify and give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakodash, double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone, Shalom to the elect that teach word and all truth, faith, and sincerity, DTA, Bible Ball.